So we've come to a flooded quarry place that has, it's an old quarry and prison, and they've filled it in, so it's like a swimming dive resort place, and it has a museum, a jail museum, which we're going to go have a look at. It has a gym over there. That's like a little bar, coffee store down there. That's the flooded quarry. It says like water park over there, so you have to pay extra to go there. And a sauna as well down the bottom. But we had to pay for like entry, €8 for just going for a swim, and then 10 if you want to go to the museum, and then I guess the water park and stuff is extra again. So we just did the museum and swim. But we're gonna go up the top of here now and have a look and see how it is. Pretty cool view. It's quite slippery, this. It's like dusty sandstone, no steps or anything. But lucky we got our hiking shoes on. It's to the top. We're considering maybe not climbing up there because it's very slippery. But
also kind of interesting what's up there.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright.
Going into the prison museum now. Just escorting my prisoner.
Oh no.
She stole
What? What did I steal? What are you accusing me of?
my heart. Yeah, we're just going into the prison now, and it's a museum. And here's there's razor wire. This is an exhibition being prepared in cooperation with Estonian Prison and Prohibition Service. Facts and stories about prison systems in 1990s and 2000 and now, to give a better view. Okay. So right here the sign says January 2024, prisoners make up 0.13% of the Estonian population. And here are some facts. The average length of the sentence is more than 5 years. 60% are released from prison under probation supervision. 4.5% of prisoners are women. Wow. The average inmate is in prison for the 4th time. Repeat criminals. 68% are between the ages of 31 and 50. 66 are Estonian citizens. 28 of those arriving in prison are for the first time. 62 are registered in Harju and Ida-Viru.
So Northern Estonia.
Northern Estonia.
62%.
Is that where all the Russians? We don't discriminate, but that's where the Russians live. But it did say 66% were Estonian. But that's a pretty low percentage for it to be in an Estonian country. smells. I don't think the air is breathed to safe and the safe to breathe. Air is safe to breathe. But Mighty just keeps pushing it, going further and further in. Right, it is. Oh, outside. There's lots of birds' nests in here. Prison shop, I wonder what you can buy in here. Oh. Nothing. Snacks, drinks. It's super hot in here.
Lots of Coca-Cola right now.
But that was actually surprisingly cool, was my review of that
Yeah,
prison museum.
same. I thought it would be less. For €2, I did not expect to be able to be in a scary house like that.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole vibe of this place, well, for me, when I was like leaving the quarry, I was saying to Mighty how it's like, I don't know what you're paying for, because it seems like you just go for a swim in like a hole and then they make you pay. But no, the prison's cool and it's like creepy, okay, which is, it felt very unsettling. And Mighty gave me a fright at one stage, and then I lost trust in her, and I was just waiting for her to jump out around every corner. But yeah, I liked it. It was like real prison stuff. Yeah, I thought maybe it was just gonna be like this. It was like a trick. They make you pay, and then you just walk around this. Like,
And there's some posters on the walls.
yeah, there's a few informational posters that are like, but they don't say much. It's just like, Estonia has prisoners, yes. And then the next one is like, prisoners are from Estonia, yes. Kinda, not really. I'm embellishing it a little bit. It's like percentages and stuff. But yeah, the inside was creepy and it felt like we shouldn't be breathing the air in there. But we did it anyway because we're brave.
We already live in Malta, so...
Yeah, our house isn't much different, honestly. I'd love to live in a compound, though. Like, imagine you just had a big compound of walls and then a little village in the middle. Like an old-timey lord kind of person. That's what I want to do. Oh, we've just been for a nice dinner in... What town is this, Mighty?
Haapsalu.
Haapsalu. We just had, a dinner stop on the way to Mighty's dad's house. We're going to his house, and then tomorrow we are going to a fish festival on Lake Pepsi. It's where Pepsi's made. The whole lake is full of Pepsi. Yeah, but it was a good dinner. We had a beef carpaccio thing and it had like a rocket salad, some like pickled mushrooms, a fresh jam, parmesan, and what else did it have?
Truffle mayo.
Truffle oil.
And mayo too.
And truffle mayo as well. And some lemon. And then they gave us bread and truffle oil that we could pour over ourselves. And I looked up the truffle oil and it's like 100 euros a bottle. Which is...
I thought you said this 55.
That was for a small bottle. That was for 100 mils. That was 250 mils.
Oh.
So they just like let me go crazy on this like $1 million bottle of olive oil. Or truffle oil. It was like 200 New Zealand dollars. Which I thought was a bit... very liberal of them. And we had mussels in a white wine sauce, which was good too. I rate it probably 8 out of 10. Dinner. Mighty got a lemonade too, like a homemade rhubarb mint lemon lemonade, which was yum. It was good. 8 out of 10 probably. What do you think, Mighty? She agrees.
I'd say the same.
She says the same. It was her recommendation. She likes that place. And yeah, it was 46 euros, I think. It's nice, and we've been to through this town briefly, but it looks quite a nice town. And we're on our way to Kalingi now. Just about to head off to the fish festival. I actually don't know anything. I don't know what. Mighty just keeps saying fish festival, but I don't know what it is. I've never been to a fish festival. I guess there's people who, there's like fish food people make. There's food. People cooking fish and stuff by the lake. Yeah, it's about a 2-hour drive, I think. And Mighty's eating peas. And these are the bean things that we didn't know what they were in the garden video. They're fava beans, but they're not ready yet. So you can, apparently when they're ready you boil and salt them, and then they taste really good, is what Mighty said. We just ate some, but they're a bit bitter. They don't taste very nice. Anyway, off we go. Cheerio. So we've made it to the fish festival. It has lots of stalls, and yeah, we're gonna have a walk around, just come to the toilets for a stop, Potaloos, and then we will check everything out and see what there is to offer. This is homemade root beer, Kali. Try. It was €3.
But it's cold and homemade. A bit sweeter than the ones that we've gotten from.
Yeah, it's very like molassesy. It's nice. We got some fry bread things. This is a meat one. We got jam ones and curd. What do you got?
Meat. Oh, very, very oily, very good.
These are like a good 8.5 out of 10 for what they are. They're nice and very oily, a little bit chewy, good flavor. They were €2 each. So I've got the jam one. First bite.
Still chewing the meat one.
Yeah, so chewy. It's more like an apple sauce than a jam.
Still the meat one.
The jam one wasn't as good as the meat one. Well, it's still good. Maybe about a 6.5, 7.
I forgot the last one, the curd one.
Oh, we weren't gonna eat it, but apparently we are now. This is the last flavor.
I like this one.
Mighty likes this one. Let's see if Louis likes this one. I like the meat one the best. That one's just like sweet curd.
I just like the curd.
I like the bread. Before we got those 2 fish meals before. One was like fried fish, as you saw. It was like a fillet, grilled, pan fried, crispy skin, and the other one were like cutlets, like fish meatballs. They were okay. I didn't really like them. The fish was not very flavorful, and yeah, cutlets the same. The potatoes were the best part. I'll give it a 6 out of 10, I think. We got a slushy sea buckthorn flavor that kind of tastes like passion fruit. It's nice. Yummy. And you get a cup. It costs, this was like $6.90?
No, 6.
6.
Just 6.
So You'd hopefully get to keep the cup.
The slushy itself was 5, but you get to keep the cup.
For €1.
Deposit of the cup is €1. You can also take it back and get €1.
It's
or
good.
Keep it.
Yeah.
Recommend it?
9 out of 10.
Nice.
So we left the fishing festival and we travelled to Matey's brother's place in a different city, and we've been there for the afternoon, and now we've come for a swim at the lake. And this is what well, so far this is like what Estonian lakes look like to me, most of them. Like, oh, there's been some green ones and some this one is a brown one, so it's very clean apparently. And there's fish. I saw fish here. So yeah, we'll just come for a quick swim and a quick fish, and then we're gonna go home or to Kalingi. Oh yeah. We're just stopping in on our way out of Kalingi to do some shopping in Panu, and we got coffee and a cake, a cookie, like a homemade one though, or curd bar, homemade or cafe made. Matey's friend's cafe.
No, I'm indifferent. It's the best cafe. It just
Yeah,
happens to be.
it's a good, it's a very good
anyone.
cafe.
Yeah.
And they have nice cakes. We've been there before. That one was nice. It was the best. It's the best cookie I've had in all of Estonia.
And also they have the best pastries always.
They have good pastries too. Yeah, last time we got.
But they run out of them in like the first 3 hours of the day. They open at 10 and they will be all gone. Well, what do we? Right now it's 1 and they only had focaccia left.
Yeah, we already had lots of salty stuff for breakfast too. But yeah, really good balance of like sweet and like creamy, you know, not too intense of flavor either way. Pleasant to eat. Maybe, no, usually with a coffee I like a chocolatey something. So, but yeah, that's what they had. It was good. Very, very good. And now we're going to find some pants at the second-hand shop. Just finished at the second-hand shop, got a couple t-shirts. They were €3 each. They're just like a plain grey t-shirt and a activewear one.
High neck a little bit.
High neck, loose fit, cotton, split bottom thing. I don't really like the split bottom, but
Urban classics.
Urban classics. I don't know why I'm repeating Matey's words.
Maybe someone doesn't understand. And then we have a running shirt.
Because we go running once a fortnight.
Yeah. Athletes.
Yeah. I actually meant to film inside the second-hand shop, but it's just it's like a second-hand shop. There's lots of those in the world. I've been to a few, and it was like most of them. But they have like it was €3 day today, so everything is for €3, and sometimes they even have €1 day. And everything is €1, and then other times they have like 10% day, full price day, probably, I guess. But yeah, so onward. I don't know where we're going next, but we'll go somewhere, that's for sure.
Right here.
Oh, we're going to the little, for some reason we're moving car. We got in the car. We could have just walked. I don't know, and our car smells like garlic. Because Matey's dad gave us some garlic and it's sitting in the car all hot. So it's like a garlic air freshener. For ya, get that in ya.
Yeah.
We've stopped at a lake on our way home for a swim. We've been for a swim. There's some nice fancy houses. The lake is a classic Coca-Cola brown Estonian watercolor, but it is nice and clean. I think it's just like It's tannins leaching into the water.
I like to call our lake color your eye color. That's the color of the lake. Like every lake.
Louis Brown.
Louis Brown. Louis Brown.
There's fish. We're not going to try go fishing.
They're very small.
Small fish. There's a nice swim. It's very warm. And we are now moving on.
Nostril transition.
So we finished our swim and then we were leaving, driving home, and there was some people fishing over on the other side of down there, and they had caught a fish. So I ran and got my fishing rod, and now we're trying to catch one, but I don't think, yeah, this is like, I really hope I catch one. There's heaps of little fish chasing my lure, and it's raining quite a bit, quite grey. Maybe a chance. We'll see.
I'm very excited for you. That's the lake. Ooh.
Okay, today I'm going to tell you a story. A story about a boy who loved to fish. He grew up on a land where fish were everywhere. Rivers filled with eels, oceans home to bigger fish than men, creatures that flew from the water like birds, and strange things from the deep that looked more alien than anything you'd ever imagine. One day the boy met a girl from a faraway land. She joined him on his fishing adventures. Together they fished all throughout his lands. Sometimes from the shore, sometimes from boats, sometimes beneath the water itself. The fall's long summer came to an end, and the girl had to return home. Before she left, they promised they'd meet again. As time passed, the boy couldn't stop wondering about this distant country from which she came. What swam in its rivers, he thought? What hid beneath its lakes? Were its fish anything like the ones at home? So he saved his money, packed his bags, and traveled halfway across the world. When they met again, it didn't take long before they fell back into old habits. The first stop was the sea. Surely it would hold strange new fish that the boy had never seen before. Nothing. Then they tried the lakes. Nothing. They brought new lures. They researched new fishing spots. They traveled to a place where two rivers met. A place where people had been fishing for thousands of years. The day was beautiful. The sun shone overhead. Thunder rolled in the distance. A cool summer's breeze drifted through the trees. Still, nothing. They traveled home in silence. The boy started dreaming about home. Why had he left? Maybe this land isn't meant for me, he thought. Days passed. And one day they were traveling home. They stopped for a swim at a lake. Families playing and laughing on the beach. The water extremely inviting. It seemed like the first perfect place to stop for the afternoon. Just as they were leaving, they spotted a fisherman, and in his hands, a freshly caught fish. The girl looked at the boy. "Want to give it one more try?" she said. He looked at the dark clouds gathering overhead. He was tired. The wind was starting to blow. Rain had started falling. But he said, "Yeah, one more try." Cast after cast, lure after lure, spot after spot, nothing. The rain got heavier. His hands were cold. Finally, he sighed, one last cast. He loaded up the rod and sent the lure flying across the lake. It landed perfectly. With a slow retrieval, he quietly whispered to himself, "Please." He turned to the girl and said, "Even if today isn't the day, we're not going to give up. Sometimes that's fishing, you just keep coming back." But before he could even finish his sentence, a flash, a flick, a splash right at his feet. An explosion of aggression on his lure. A fish. It's a fish. And after a short fight, he landed it on that very beach. In the story I'm telling you today, that boy was me.
Let's go. Yes.
Whoa.
Literally
last-
said last cast.
Last cast, last retrieval of the day. We got ourselves. Can you pass me your towel?
Yes.
I think this is a pike or a hound. They have sharp teeth.
Yeah.
I need my pliers. So yeah, big reveal. We caught a fish. Here he is. Little pike or haug. Just as the story said, you heard it. That's what happened. Was cold, tired, ready to go home, and just at that last moment, we got him. So remember that in your life, people. Just as you're about to give up, just keep going. And even, you know, sometimes you have to give up and go home, but never, like, keep trying. You got to keep your laws in the water, Pete. You got to, every chance, you know. But anyway, yeah, it was really exciting. A lot of adrenaline. Caught him. Had to get the hooks out, but so the filming might have not been too great. We'll see how that comes out. I haven't like watched it fully. The hooks, I think I need to get some better pliers and stuff because it's like a treble hook. It was a struggle. It wasn't a good hook retrieval and stuff. Because I was thinking about putting him back because he's a bit small, but then it was like, yeah, it was fine. So just prepping up our pike for dinner. I've already scaled, gutted, and gilled it and given it a bit of a clean. Rinse out, taking all the blood out, and we're gonna do like a whole baked fish thing, kind of like a baked fish curry, which is what I like to make when I've got a fish on the smaller side, and you can eat the whole thing. So we're just gonna cut up a bit of lemongrass, some onion, garlic, and a bit of ginger, and maybe a lemon as well. So we'll cut all that up, stuff it, put it in a tray, and then we're going to bake it until cooked and then dump a bit of coconut cream on it. So yeah, I'll just chop up all these aromatics now. So yep, we've chopped it up and we're just going to stuff it. We've just roughly chopped up all this onion, crushed the ginger, chopped the garlic, chopped it up. Rough chop, bit of lemongrass. And then I've got some red curry paste, so I figured I'd make like a, kind of like a little basting liquid and tip that all over the fish for some more flavour. So yeah, I just scored it as well. I'm going to stuff it, baste, and then we will bake it for maybe about 20 minutes, like 180, coconut cream over top for another maybe 15, and yeah, we'll be back when we're eating it. Bit of rice on the side as well. Should be good. So, fish is all cooked, ready, rice is done, mighty time, about to eat, look good. Smells good. We'll plate up and check in for a quick little review. Okay, so we've got our plate. He's just squeezing some lemon over top. This was probably the best bit to eat. I think it's like the least bony bit. Very bony fish, apparently.
Do I eat the skin?
Maybe not.
But it's been in the oven, so.
Yeah, it should be fine. But what I saw said people don't normally eat the skin, so maybe it doesn't taste very good. It'll be what's spicy too. What do you think?
I like it very spicy.
She like it very spicy.
I'm gonna cry. Okay, the skin is not for me.
Yeah, if you pull the skin off and...
But I like it. It's unexpected. Asian style of Northern European fish.
Well, it's just northern fish. There's pike all around the world.
Ah. I'm not no fish expert.
She's fish appropriating right now.
Sorry. Okay. Ah, yes.
Alright, I have not really tried it either.
Mm.
Got a bone. Got 2 bones. Okay, I think that's all the bones. It's alright. It's not the best fish I've ever eaten. It's not the worst. But the my favorite part about the meal was probably just the coconut cream curry sauce and then a bit of rice, and then that's delicious. Okay, we're gonna eat and enjoy. We'll catch you on the next adventure. We've caught a fish in Estonia. We've broken the barrier. The sky's our limit now. Oh, I forgot to add to the story. So yeah, when we were leaving where we were, and we saw some people fishing, and Mighty said, "Do you want to try fishing?" And then I was kind of like, "Eh," and she was like, "You should." And then so we did. And then I fished and fished and fished, and then I turned to Mighty and I said, "I'm just gonna do one more cast," because I kind of felt guilty. It was like raining. Mighty was just standing in the rain underneath a towel. And then she said, "Do 3 more." And then so I cast 1 time. I cast 2 times. And right on the end of my 3rd cast, I'm winding in and I think I'm going to do like a silly speech or something to the camera about how I'm not catching any fish. So I turned to Mighty and I said, "Turn on the camera, please." Oh, I said, can you start recording?" So she starts recording, and like at the exact moment, I caught this fish. So it's kind of like, yeah, Mighty told me to do it. It's all, she caught the fish effectively.
Yes, I agree.
But yeah, we'll be back with some more fishing adventures soon, and you'll be sure to hear about them. Goodbye for now. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Peace out.
Are you gonna plate yourself up? Oh.